Alright, welcome to my channel, people. In this channel, we're going to be focusing much on mathematics and science, and specifically physics. We're going to be dealing with some problems that might be a bit challenging to most of students. So before we start the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Liking the video, you can share the video as well, so that the video must also reach a better audience. Alright, so in today's video, we're going to talk about number bases. Number bases is one of the topics that might be a bit challenging to most students, but then it's not supposed to be challenging to most of the students because it's not that hard. What you must do is just understanding the concepts of the topic, and then you're going to be able to solve each and every problem concerning number bases. So consider the way that we people count numbers. You understand that we count numbers in a unit consisting of 10 numbers. So basically, that is in terms of number bases, that is base number 10. So basically, our system of counting numbers, we count numbers in base 10. So what if numbers were counted in units of other numbers which are not 10? So for example, if we're saying a unit must consist of two things, and then that means we are counting those numbers in terms of base 2. If we're saying a unit must consist of four things, then that means we're considering those four things as a unit. That's base 4. And now, as I'm saying, in terms of a unit, the way that we people count, a unit consists of 10 things, or we can say 10 numbers in this case. So base 1 has one number or one unit or one element. I can say a set of base 1 has one element, and then base 2 has two numbers, base 3 it has three numbers, base 4 has four numbers, base 5 has five numbers, going so far. But then the maximum number or the highest number of a base is it's supposed to be the base minus 1, because if you see, base 10 consists of numbers from 0 to 9. It doesn't consist of 10, because even in all the other bases, you're supposed to take the base minus 1, and then you're going to find the maximum number of the base. So we're saying in base 2 we're having two elements, which by in this case is 0 and 1. Base 3 we have three numbers, in this case is 0, 1 and 2. So as you can see here, we had base 2, and then we didn't have any 2. We didn't have a 2, which was or we can say we didn't have a 2 in the set of the numbers that are present in base 2. And then in base 3 we're having 0, 1 and 2. Base 4 we are having 0, 1, 2 and 3. Base 5 we're having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Base 6 we're having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Base 7 we're having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers that are in base 7. Base 8 is consisting with 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 7. Base 9 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then base 9, it consists of base 10 actually, it consists of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you can count these, you're going to see that there are 10. So 10 numbers that are in base 10. So we're saying in base 2 you're not going to find a 2 there, you're just going to find 0 and 1. Base 3 the same thing, base 4 the same thing. You're not going to find this number or a number that is more than this. You're only going to find the number that is less than that, and then up stopping at 0. We're not going to be going in terms of number bases. We don't consider the negatives, so it's starting from 0, right? And then let's talk about addition and subtraction. So basically, we have been exposed to addition and subtraction of base 10. So I believe by now, each and every one of us that is watching this video has a better understanding of how we can add or subtract numbers that are in base 10. It's the same way that we do all those numbers, as we're saying. In terms of calculations, as humans, we do calculations that are in base 10. So we're going to have an example here. It's saying add 2045 plus 1361. So basically what you're doing is you're going to align this, because if you leave them like this, they might be troubling for the eye. So you need to align them, one on the top and then the other one on the bottom. So basically what we're going to do is 5 plus 1 is 6. You already know that. So it's okay. 4 plus 6, that's a 10. But then we're saying in base 10, we don't have a number that is 10. We're supposed to have 9 and going back to 0. So you can see that on the 10, we're having a 1 and a 0, right? So we're just going to write the 0 here, and then we're going to keep the 1 added this side. So 0 plus 1, that will be 1. So 1 plus the 3 here will give us 4. And then here we're having 2 plus 1, it will give us 3. So that means our answer is supposed to be 3,406. Here we're having 5 plus 1, 6. Here is a 10, so it's a 0. 1 is going the other side. That 1 plus this 3 is 4. And then this 2 plus this 1 is 3. Yeah. And then going to subtraction, the same thing. So we're going to take the same numbers and then we're going to subtract. So aligning them, we're having a 5 and a 1. Subtract that, we get a 4. Here we're having a smaller number that is supposed to be subtracted from, subtracted by a larger number. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a number that is from the leftmost, right? From the leftmost, we're going to take a 1. And then this one, since we're in base 10, is going to have a value of 10. So this one going this side, it will be 10. And then we want it on this digit actually. So here we're having a 10, but then we wanted it to be here. So from the 10, we're also taking 1, right? So that one, taking it this side, it will be 10 plus 4, that will give us 14. So 14 minus 6, that is supposed to be 8, I guess, 8. And then here we had 10, we took 1 from here. That means we're remaining with 9, right? So that 9 minus 3, we're going to get 6. So our answer is supposed to be 684. Now let's talk about base 2. So as we said, the maximum figure that you can have in base 2 is supposed to be 1. So in base 2, we only have zeros and ones. So that means you cannot have a 2 in base 2. And now, when adding numbers in base 2, we make sure that this must stay the case. When you take a number that is in base 2, and then adding it by a number that is also in base 2, you are supposed to get a number that is also in base 2. That means the answer that you get must not contain a number that is equal than or greater than 2. Now, if two numbers are adding up to a figure equal to the base, that is 2, right? Then it is considered as a 0 and a 1 is carried over to the next digit. Now let's have an example. We're having 100, 1001, that is in base 2, plus 101, 0101, that is in base 2. So remember, when you're adding this, make sure you align them. So we are aligning this. We're having 100 on top, this number on top, and then the other number on bottom. So let's start here. If we're saying if two numbers are adding up to a figure equal to the base, then it's considered as a 0, and a 1 is carried over to the next digit. So we are starting from the rightmost digits. We're having 1 and a 1, that will give us a 2. But this is base 2. We're not supposed to have is a 2 or number more than that in base 2. So since this is equal to 2, then you're going to write 0 on below here. After we've written our 0, we are going to carry a 1. So that one, it will go to the next digit. So it will be 1 plus 0, give us a 1. Here we have 0 plus 1, give us a 1. 1 plus 0, 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Here we have 0 plus 0, 0. Here we have 1 plus 1, it's a 2, and then we're going to write a 0 here. We're going to carry over a 1 to the other to the next digit, and then it will be 1 plus 0, giving us a 1. So the answer is supposed to give us this. The answer is supposed to be like this. So you might meet some cases where you are supposed to subtract these subtract numbers in base 2. So when subtracting base 2, we are also going to use the same fashion that we subtract in the base 10. So when we have a large number that is subtracting from a smaller number, we take a 1 from the left next digit, but then it does not carry the value of 10 right now. It carries a value of 2 because we are in base 2. So that means if you are subtracting numbers that are in base 4, the one that you take from the other digit is going to carry a value of 4. So quickly, let's do this example. We're saying 1100102 minus 00111 0, and all these numbers are in base 2. So you are aligning these numbers and then you are subtracting. Now here we have 0 minus 0 will give us 0. Let me come quickly to the answer. Alright, so we're saying 0 minus 0, it will give us a 0. Now 1 minus 1, it will give us a 0. Here we're having 0 minus 1. So this is impossible for now because we don't have negative numbers in terms of bases, right? So 0 minus 1, we are going to take a 1 from this side, right? So this one, it will carry a value of 2 to this. And now here we have 2, but we wanted our 1 to be on the next 0. So now we're also taking a 1 from this, going this side. But then that one is carrying a value of 2. Now that means we are having 2 plus 0, and that 2, that's 2. 2 plus 1, 2 minus 1 actually, it will give us 1. So that's why we have written our 1 here. And then here we had a 2, and then we took 1 from this, going the other side. That means we are remaining with 1. So this 1 minus this 1, we are going to remain with 0. Here we took a 1 from this 1, so that means we are remaining with 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. Here we're having a 1 minus 0, giving us a 1. So that's how you can do your subtractions and as well as additions in terms of number bases. Alright, so that's the end of the class. Today we've done just briefly about introduction in terms of number bases, whereby we've done base 10 and base 2. So that was addition and subtraction. And in the next class, we're going to talk about conversion through number bases. So you can be able to convert from a number from base 10 going to base 2, or from base 2 to base 10, or from base 10 to base 7, or from base 10 to base 9, all sorts of that. So let's meet in the next video.